Take 75.
Hey fam, it's your host Nadia and Malea.
Malea here. What up, Ego fam?
We're back for episode 2 of Ego News. As we mentioned in our last podcast, we've got 4 core topics that we're going to be speaking about: fashion, sport, entertainment, culture.
Who doesn't love it? Like I said last time.
It's been a real treat this time around, looking for the spiciest, most interesting topics and pieces of information for you guys to hear and listen. But if you think we've missed something, just let us know.
And I have a feeling we have missed something. But that's okay. We're on this journey together. We just want to kind of just focus on those 4 core topics, things that interest you guys. Because this is our second episode, we just want to hear feedback. We want to know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, what you guys want us to kind of touch on. You know, obviously we have our favorite little topics that we kind of want to bring up, but just let us know.
Whether you're listening in the car or on YouTube doing your hair or getting changed. When do people watch YouTube videos?
I mean, I don't even know. Do y'all even have time to watch our videos? You better.
Maybe stick to audio.
I mean, seriously, at this point.
So, we'll kick started off with fashion. So we've got a fair few sneaker releases just this month. Which one's your favorite?
Ooh. See, look, I'm not really a New Balance person. But the New Balance, I think it was the 990 V2s in the purple and yellow. New Balance 990 V2s. New Balance 990 V2s. For some reason, they have caught my eye. I don't know.
I think you're just liking the purple.
I mean, but I think that would work with this outfit. They're dropping in January. If you guys are sneakerheads, I think you guys would enjoy these New Balances. I think New Balances are coming in. They're reworking its magic into society, which I see and I like. What about you? What do you think are like? What's the drop that you're excited to see?
So I think it's interesting that you've chosen New Balance, and for me, I'm gonna go and choose the Converse and Rick Owens collab.
So ice skating shoes.
They look a bit like ice skating shoes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like, as I was saying, it's interesting because these 2 brands are kind of came up a lot at the end of 2022, saying like these are the brands that have come back this year and have really stood out.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that we've kind of unconsciously, I want to say, gone and picked 2 brands that are like sticking up and
no, I get it. Like obviously people would automatically kind of choose like a new Nike drop, a new Dunk drop, something like that, something that's expected. But I don't know. I think New Balance, although I'm not, I don't have as many New Balances as I would like, I think the 990 V2s in purple and yellow, I think those are the ones that I think kind of catch my eye. They just, I don't know, they're different looking.
There's a whole bunch of sneaker releases this month. And if you're curious and want to know, then we'll make a post about it.
I'll pop some up, just a few kind of drops that you guys can see, up below. This, here, blah, blah, blah. And just comment and let us know if you guys want us to focus a little bit more on the drops for each month. We are going to have some really cool hosts moving forward. They're going to talk a bit more about, everything sneakerheads. Stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
A good one. Also, like in terms of fashion, I guess, where do you think the direction is going? Because even with these top releases just this month, we've got at least 3 of them that are animal print, but they're not the usual leopard print that you see in clothes. It's like zebra print and tiger prints. It's different.
I feel like designers are just bored. I know Balenciaga is a very hot and risque topic, but some of their ideas in the past, I don't even understand. I don't know.
Even with the Louis Vuitton runway last week, you guys don't know, it'll probably be 2 weeks for everyone listening.
Yeah.
But the big zippers.
Yeah. See, like, huh?
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I swear. It's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a trash bag over my head and walk around and be like, well, it's fashion.
Bruh.
It's fashion.
People think it's Balenciaga.
Seriously. For real. There has been a lot of, controversy in the fashion world lately, as you guys know. There's, like I mentioned, Balenciaga. It's a taboo sort of word now. People are burning bags and cutting up their bum bags and stuff. What do you guys think about it? how do you see Balenciaga kind of moving forward in this sort of stream? Are they canceled? Have people canceled them enough? Because I see a lot of regular people canceling Balenciaga, but not enough celebrities, which is the problem. But that's my own opinion.
It's a hard one. Where do you get your fashion inspo from then? Is it from celebrities? Is that where you get that from?
I mean, I guess the whole point of like having an influencer, especially all these influencers online and stuff like that, and I guess celebrities are influencers in a higher sense. That's where you kind of get the okay that this thing looks cool and ooh, I should buy this and da da da. They get paid to persuade people to buy that product. And I guess that's why celebrities aren't speaking out as much, because of the fact that it's gonna separate them from their coin.
The bag.
All about the bag, apparently, not about, morality. But anyways, that's another topic.
let's not get into
let's not get too deep into this,
Alright, let's get into it. Let's do sport. What's happening this week in sport? We're not huge sport people.
I can tell you right now, the only type of sport I do is walking from my couch to the fridge. And that is, that's only sometimes. Sometimes I get my boyfriend to do it just because I'm that lazy and pregnant. But speaking of pregnant, did you hear that Naomi Osaka, famous tennis star, is pregnant?
Sorry, what? No, actually, not until the elevator right up here. But it's actually really interesting. Is she gonna play pregnant, do you reckon?
I think she's taking some time off while she's pregnant, and from what I read, she is going to get back on it after the baby's born. She's really excited to have a kid. She's saying her biggest dream is to have her kid be sitting offside and just being like, hey, that's my mom. So I think she's excited. I think she's really, really excited.
That's cute.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is pregnant these days. I'm telling you, 2023 is the year of the baby. They need to add that into the Chinese New Year. Year of the baby.
Is there some wood for me to knock on? I'm not claiming.
Year of the baby.
I'm not claiming this energy. You do you, boo. I'm happy to be auntie.
Look, it's not about claiming this energy. It's about the fact that it's facts. I swear, if you guys go on TikTok, you'll see every single person, even celebrities, normal people, TikTok influencers, all pregnant.
I think it's just your algorithm.
That could be it. I didn't even think of that till now. But that makes sense. It is my algorithm.
It's your algorithm.
Yes. So looking at too much baby stuff. What do you think is like the most, I guess, spiciest topic that's happening in the sports world right now?
Well, if we're gonna just go off on tennis, then like Djokovic's injury.
Wow.
So he injured his hamstring, for those of you who haven't heard yet. He injured his hamstring in his exhibition match with Nick Kyrgios. And he says he's fine. But I wonder if that's going to affect his performance in the long run.
I mean, I guess we'll just have to see.
It's just I think at this point it's a mental game, right? Everyone thinks maybe going to get the upper hand on him and, play on his injury.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure if you guys are any soccer fans. I'm a soccer fan. Do you watch soccer?
Not really.
No.
I used to play soccer in high school, I won't lie. But
I played for a season as well. But
yeah.
I'm more of an EPL gal rather than an A-League gal. But also I did want to mention how interesting it is that our reigning champions from 2022 season are actually second last on the table.
Wow.
Soccer's one of those sports that are completely unpredictable. Just because you're at the bottom of the table doesn't necessarily mean you're going to end it that way. But it's just not quite a good start to the season.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a good start to the season. Is it a soccer phenomenon here in Australia, though?
Is it huge? It's not huge.
I feel like AFL dominates more than anything. What's going on with AFL?
I think that they don't.
We need a hot AFL star to come onto our podcast. That's what we need.
Anyone in
like a Dusty Martin up in here.
Okay.
Dusty. I'm taken, but still, call her. Call her.
All right. So then, I guess that kind of has our kind of sport news on kind of stop. I think that's all we can really say.
Was that English? I'm wondering if that was an attempt in English.
It was.
We do need to probably go to a game or two, and I think that should be our next thing. Let us know if you want to see us podcasting in different areas. Like, I was thinking, next time I might just podcast in my toilet.
No.
Just to keep it spicy. But no, for real though, I think that for us, our major thing right now is to get out of our comfort zone a little bit more and to kind of experience a lot more that Australia has to offer in regards to the sports scene, especially. Drop us a DM if you guys think that maybe we should podcast at a tennis match. I mean, it might be a little bit noisy, but hey, it's all about the atmosphere.
Do you want to watch it with us?
I know, like the grunts and the moans while they're hitting the balls.
Oh my God!
Come on, what is that?
Yeah. I bet that would be your favorite part of
Probably. Not gonna lie. But I do think that moving forward, we should start thinking a little bit more about going to games and stuff and kind of incorporating that into some of our week-to-week sort of things that we do. Because I think that'll be fun.
For sure, I love that. But that kind of puts us at an end to our sport knowledge for episode 2.
No more sport knowledge here. Let's get into the juicy nitty-gritty. Let's get into the entertainment and pop culture.
Where we are the most comfortable.
Most well-versed.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
What's your top thing in entertainment this time around?
Oh, man. I don't know about top thing, but one thing, like if you're in Melbourne, this is not sponsored at all, but Juicy Fest is coming to Melbourne, which I'm actually really excited about. I don't know if you are, but any 90s, early 2000s sort of baby, man.
I'm a 90s baby.
I know, but did you used to listen to this sort of music?
Well, like Neo and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go then. Nadia's on board too. So we got Neo, Twista, Maya, Nelly, man, Pretty Ricky. Like, come on. Who didn't like Pretty Ricky? Grind on me, you know? Come on. They're all going to be performing.
I think this episode gets dropped on the 19th.
So you guys would have already seen Juicy Fest. Who went and saw it?
What did you think? What did
you think? Because, like I said, so many great artists like Pretty Ricky, Maya, man, Twista, Nelly, Neo, the list goes on, Lloyd. All of the people that I kind of grew up with listening to were all on one stage. So what did you guys think of it? Were you all in your feels? Did you get some nostalgia out of it?
Well, it's got all the big ones. So
well, 100%. 100%.
It would be a big one.
Also, I got to mention as well, my girl Zendaya. My girl Zendaya got her first Golden Globe last week for her starring role in Euphoria, which was so well deserved. Kudos. Let's give a little round of applause for Zendaya. Yes. Zendaya killed it. Oh, I love Zendaya. Zendaya is just killing the game. And I think that she just keeps getting better and better with every single role that she plays. She is just a force to be reckoned with. And it's just a little bit of black girl magic up in here. Like, I'm loving it. I'm loving all of black girl magic. Little powder time. Yes.
Effortless, beautiful, and just like her acting skills are next level.
Overall, all her scenes were amazing. But if you guys watched Euphoria, you guys know which scene I'm talking about. When she's over here snotting up a storm and she's like on drugs and she's just snotting up a storm. I feel like that scene was the epitome of all Euphoria scenes, especially for her acting career. She murdered it. What about you? What do you think are some of the key things that have happened in like pop culture and entertainment within our scene lately in the last, week or so?
So I know albums are a bit slower down in January.
Yeah.
But I think most recently, and what I listened to as well, is the Cesar SOS. Are you gonna laugh at the way I pronounce her name?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
What is it?
Guys, can we all just roast her real quick for saying Cesar?
Is it not Cesar?
No, it's not Cesar. It's SZA.
Oh, come on.
I didn't know that we had like an accent on her name. Let's go see SZA live in concert. SZA. SZA. I'm using that now. No. Yes. SZA SOS has been hitting the Billboard charts and just rising as the #1 album, which has been amazing. I have been waiting for her this album to come out for years now. So it's pretty much like expected, the fact that it has become #1, because there's been so much anticipation with this album, and it's crazy. I will say though that like I wasn't completely in love with every single track on the album. There were some tracks that I felt were a bit too, I don't know, teenage angst, rockish sort of vibe that isn't personally my vibe. Not faulting anyone.
That's because you're in love and happy. Leave.
No, okay, hold on.
Teen angst.
Hold on. It's not about that. It's just about, I think the genre of some of her songs were just a bit kind of like, where are you going with this? I don't understand. How does this meld with the rest of the songs? But you know what? Everyone seems to love it either way. And, you know, for the most part, the majority of the songs I loved.
Yep.
You know, so another round of applause for SZA. SZA, you are amazing.
I don't even remember how I pronounced her name. SZA.
SZA! Oh, we do have to bring up as well that 50 Cent and Eminem are pretty much collabing once again. And guess what they're doing? 50 Cent and Eminem are bringing back 8 Mile and turning it into a TV series.
I can't wait for that.
Dude, do you understand
wait for that.
The anticipation and excitement that I have for this new series? Like, and if anyone watches Power, which 50 Cent also directs and produces, and it's pretty much his show, his baby, Power is a force to be reckoned with, especially with all the extra Power books that they've created on top of just Power. So you already know this 8 Mile series is going to be out of this damn world. A bitch is excited. Very excited.
Back to SZA. Like, I know we're all kind of...
Girl, SZA.
Or whatever. The SOS album.
Yeah, what about
new albums.
Yeah.
How do you listen to new albums? Do you go in order or do you shuffle?
Ooh. Honestly, it would have to depend on the artist, not gonna lie.
Really?
For me, yeah. So if it's like a Drake album, for example, I will listen to it from start to finish in order.
Yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with Drake's music. Like, I've always been obsessed with him as an artist and just what he is able to kind of produce throughout the years. And I already know that a lot of his tracks are going to be fire. So I want to make sure that I know which track is which and which ones I need to kind of save in my head over here for later on. If it's someone that I just, don't really, I'm not as excited for, or if they're a new sort of artist or whatever, I will kind of listen to their album on shuffle and kind of see how it all kind of progresses from there. But yeah, I'm more of like a dependent on the artist sort of person. I will decide. What about you?
I disagree. I think every artist should be done in order because that's the discovery that they've done it in.
I understand that, and I get you. But I'm still sticking to my way.
You do you. I'm just saying, you do you.
What do you guys think, though? Do you guys kind of just go in the order of how each song has been kind of laid out to us on Spotify and on all the other streaming platforms? Or do you guys like to kind of be spontaneous and spicy and shuffle it up or whatever? Like, what do you guys kind of do? What's your way of listening to new tracks and new albums and stuff like that? And
yeah, there's a right answer, so be ashamed.
See, judgmental Jerry over here.
You should be ashamed.
Shame.
The first time you listen to an album, shoot us a DM. I reckon.
Yeah.
Our final call topic, culture.
Yeah.
Culture, and this one will be really
for the culture.
I think one of the most important things in culture and what relates to kind of ego and ego news is they're looking for a replacement for Virgil.
Oh, yep.
And Louis Vuitton.
Rest in peace, by the way, Virgil.
Rest in peace. A legend.
He is a legend.
And they're looking at Kid Super to take over his
That's
position.
exciting.
So I read this article. It was a really interesting article. Kind of goes back to kind of his background and the way he grew up and how he started designing pieces. And it resonated with me because it resonated with Ego.
Yeah.
So he started in his home,
the come-up story,
in high
much.
school.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just goes to show, like, hard work pays off.
Hard what?
Hard work.
Oh my God!
The accent comes out sometimes. I can't. Don't make fun of me.
SZA 1 minute, and then hard work the next. Y'all need to stay tuned to another episode to see what other new words come out of Nadia's mouth. That's gonna be the next podcast. What should we pronounce next?
Oh, stop. But for real, I think that's one topic I think we should all kind of go back on.
Yeah, for sure. I think, moving forward, we're definitely going to kind of keep an eye out on what Kid Super has in store for Louis Vuitton, because I'm excited about that new collab. Are you guys excited? Shoot us a DM. Let us know if you guys are excited about that new collab.
And if you can relate to him, because I think a lot of you guys can.
Yeah. Coming from the bottom and now we're here sort of vibe. Hashtag Drake.
It's not it for me. Look, I read it on New York Times. It'll be everywhere by the time we release this podcast. Give it a read. Give him a follow.
I think, like Nadia said before, with Ego, we're so prone to seeing a lot of smaller brands and watch them grow throughout, the time that they're with us at Ego and then beyond. So it'll be good to kind of see and root for kind of like the underdog, I guess you could say, in a sense, and then see how he kind of progresses and flourishes throughout this big brand, which is LV.
The last fashion runway with the
big zippers.
You know what? Some of those were okay, but I think the one particular outfit, which was just one zip, like it was just one massive zip, I didn't like that one. There was a couple like pantsuit ones that were fine, but
yeah, like I said before, people just be going out of the box with these ideas and concepts. Let us know what you think about the big zippers. Is it a new fashion trend, or is it just really reaching and calling it fashion? I guess that's up to someone else's interpretation. Everyone has their opinions, I guess.
It's all crew, we're all creatives, we're all entrepreneurs, and that's all, folks.
And that's all, folks. But thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Ego News. I know that it's been very, very fulfilling for you guys as it has been for us.
Yes. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a DM.
Yeah,
Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to hear about. And I guess we'll be back next episode. Peace, guys.
We love you guys. Take care. Snotty McSnottington.
If we really wanted to, then you can speak about Tory Laners. Tory Lanes, whatever. Fuck off.
Tory Laners. So then everyone can be well versed, and then we won't be talking shit all the time, half the time.
Most of the time. Alright.
We can talk about like Zendaya winning her first Golden Globe for Euphoria. Do you watch Euphoria?
Yeah, I love Euphoria.
She won because of, remember that snot scene?
Yeah.
When she was fucking and fucking dying of, I don't know, she was ODing and shit, and the snot was coming out. Yeah, it was that scene. That scene right there got her Golden Globe. Snot out of the nose.
We haven't even started.